early days of doing accounting research? Any interesting story that you want to share with us?
Well, let me think. I think, you know, like most young academics, my overriding sentiment or feeling was one of panic, that I wasn't doing enough, that I wasn't writing enough, that I didn't have, you know, that I wasn't working long enough hours and, you know, enough weekends, and God forbid I should ever take a holiday of any sort and so forth. So it was, you know, and I don't think that sets me apart from any other person that starts off in an academic career. I think it's hard to just kind of ease into and feel confident because the clock is ticking. The evaluations are frequent. They're not often laudatory, no matter what you've done. There's always something that somebody can find fault with. And so it feels tenuous always. So it was this feeling of panic. That was my early years. At the same time, I was enjoying opportunities. I had great colleagues. I was working with really, really smart people. I could learn from them. And that feeling, that part of being an academic when I was, you know, in those first years was, I guess, more than compensated because I didn't leave.
Hi, Pat. Lovely chatting with you. And this question for you is, what advice do you have for tenure track faculty who are struggling with work-life balance, particularly women with young children? Has your perspective on this changed over time?
All right. Well, my advice is going to be, don't do what I did. I was 43 years old when my daughter was born. I spent my late 20s and 30s being in that panic that I described to you before, of getting more done and so forth. I don't believe that my early career was characterized by work-life balance. I certainly now see the benefit of work-life balance, and I also see the difficulty of maintaining it, because I wouldn't have been in the position at age 43 to, I guess, ride out having had a child and then subsequently a serious illness and so forth, and still be a valued member of the community if all those things had happened when I was 28. The reason I say that is because I had an accumulation of a track record that allowed people to believe that, you know, okay, we're not going to throw this one away just because they've had a few years of unproductivity or lower productivity as a result of personal issues. Not everybody has those advantages, and that's why I say my advice is not from my own, you know, look at what I did and do that. Don't do what I did, because I really do believe that given the pressures in the job, it is extremely hard to maintain work-life balance. But my advice would be, choose life, choose your life over your work. Because at the end of the day, and I don't think I'm at the end of the day yet, but I can see it in the distance. At the end of the day, that's what you need to have, is your life. You don't, you know, I mean, the work's great, but it's not your life.